Though a lot of voters voted last week for fundamental change, the one clear winner from the election is actually the establishment, specifically Wall Street, who is apparently foaming at the mouth, according to Fortune magazine, at the freedom they'll have to consolidate, merge, and drive up profits at your expense. Trump's second administration, which is likely to be stacked with billionaires and corporate friendly ghouls, is expected to remove the merger and acquisition guidelines issued last year by Lena Khan's FTC and the Department of Justice after decades of corporate consolidation, which of course had led to less choices, higher costs. So, one of the positive things that actually came from the Biden administration was Lena Khan and their antitrust enforcement to make sure that, these mega mergers didn't happen. Unfortunately, it is expected to, well, to be reversed. All this progress, this anti-consolidation efforts, when Trump assumes power. Now, here's the thing. One issue that politicians on both sides of the aisle claim that they agree on was, hey, let's do some antitrust enforcement, right? Corporate consolidation has been bad for workers, which is true. It's driven up costs for consumers, also true. And look at broadband, for example, cable TV, telecom industry. We've had regional cable monopolies, okay? I have like two cable providers, maybe one, in my area specifically, right? Charter Communications, and that's it. And the price continues to go up. There's junk fees, all this stuff, right? There's a fee on top of a fee on top of a fee for nothing. It's the fee. So we're dealing with these additional fees because there's no competition whatsoever. Okay, so we know the problem here. Monopolies. We know the solution. Break them up. Do some antitrust already. And again, to be fair, Khan's been doing all that she can to try to do antitrust enforcement. And unfortunately, now she's out of time. Okay. A Trump administration is not going to go in that direction. They're going to go in the opposite direction, which is to allow these corporations to do whatever the hell they want and merge and become mega Uber corporations. Wonderful. David Kosslin, chief U.S. equity strategist at the Wall Street behemoth Goldman Sachs, predicted in a note published on Wednesday that under Trump's incoming administration, the, quote, regulatory posture of the Federal Trade Commission and the Department of Justice Antitrust Division that during the past 4 years challenged many proposed business combinations will likely be more relaxed. That more relaxed posture, according to Costin, could result in a 20% increase in merger activity in just the first year of Trump's second term. As if we don't already have enough consolidation. Raul Gutierrez, head of mergers and acquisitions at investment banking firm Trust Securities, echoed Costin's assessment, telling Bloomberg that you should be able to see larger transactions move forward under the incoming Trump administration. Quote, some of these had been put on hold given the current antitrust stance, said Gutierrez, and I think you'll see a greater willingness to test out agencies once the administration takes over. Those agencies, of course, will be staffed with Heritage Foundation goons or other right-wing ghouls that will be like, oh, you want to merge? Go ahead. Kroger and Albertsons? Go ahead and merge. I don't give crap. As long as you give us money, of course. Right? Fund our friends' re-election campaigns and things like that. Then we're just going to completely leave you alone. Laissez-faire, hands off. Have fun, everybody. The 6 corporations that'll be left. Maybe there'll be 3 left by the time that Trump is done with his term. Who knows? Or maybe they'll just all coalesce into one giant singular blob, which will then, of course, charge us as much as they want with no interference from the government. So that's ultimately, I think, the worst case scenario, which is now on the table, unfortunately. Now, there's more. Khan's term officially expired in late September, but she's expected to stay on the FTC until Trump is inaugurated in January and chooses a replacement. And of course, she will be replaced by a corporate ghoul. Trump's money man, Elon Musk, for example, who pumped upward of $818 million into Trump's reelection, wrote days before the November 5th election that Khan will be fired soon. Remember, this is something that even Harris's billionaire backers, like the LinkedIn founder, Mark Cuban, were not exactly in favor of, okay? They're like, I think that you should fire Lena Khan because, I want to do mega mergers. She's not as corporate friendly. Well, that's pretty much confirmation. Now, here's the thing, right? J.D. Vance, if you think J.D. Vance, who actually did praise Khan, is going to put a stop to it, I got bad news for you. Oh, no. The New York Times reported earlier this week that Trump and his allies are likely to get rid of anyone associated with the Biden administration's antitrust battles with the big Silicon Valley tech companies. Now, that sucks because keeping her on would actually be a boon for Donald Trump. It would be a way for Trump to say, hey, look, I'm taking on the elites. I'm taking on the swamp. I'm breaking up these big companies. I'm breaking up Washington Post's Jeff Bezos going to be very, very mad at me because he's not very nice. He's overcharging people with Amazon. So I'm going to break him up. Wow, that would be great. He could also say, look at me. I'm taking on big tech. I'm taking on big tech. But no, he's not going to. Okay. And by the way, her record speaks for itself. According to the FTC's latest data, the Biden administration brought a record number of merger enforcement actions in fiscal year of 2022. A recent analysis by the American Economic Liberties Project found that the Biden administration brought to trial 4 times as many billion-dollar merger challenges as Trump, Pence, or Obama Biden enforcers did. Under Khan's leadership, the FTC has taken legal action against some of the most powerful companies in the world, including Amazon and Microsoft. And that, of course, is why billionaires hate her. Okay? Look, he's not going to keep her on. He's going to get rid of her. That's it. I mean, why do you think that Bezos and Zuckerberg were so congratulatory to Donald Trump? They know that they're going to be untouchable and they're going to make billions of dollars more in profit. That's it. And look, Wall Street knows that Donald Trump is going to help kick off mega mergers. In fact, Mark Fitzgibbon, managing director at the banking company Piper Sandler, wrote in a research note, "We think that under a Trump administration, deal approvals will speed up markedly and the process will be more clearly delineated." David Zaslav, CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, hailed Trump's victory as a, quote, an opportunity for consolidation. And then, of course, Kroger, as I mentioned earlier, trying to merge with Albertsons, but is currently blocked by Khan's FTC. Well, they're pretty enthusiastic. They saw their stock price jump in the wake of Trump's election victory, with investors anticipating a more lax environment for corporate mergers under the Republicans, according to Barron's. Axios also reported on Friday that the $35 billion credit card merger of Capital One and Discover will be a bellwether for how Trump's antitrust crew views the M&A environment. The outlet observed that shares of each company rose 15% after his election, adding that shares of the airline companies Frontier and Spirit also surged in a sign their previous attempt at a merger could be revived. So, if you were looking for Donald Trump to take on the swamp, to take on these, look, I don't care what kind of language. You can call all these companies woke if you want to. I don't care, as long as you stop them all from merging into a giant mega blob. Okay? You can call it the woke mega blob. Stop them. Stop them from merging. Keep competition available, because competition is healthy. Competition is good. Competition keeps prices lower. Okay? And helps with, I don't know, like innovation. Anything. I don't care what you call them. Keep Lena Khan. I know. I'm expecting. Well, I'm not expecting anything. I'm other than just corporate ghoul after billionaire after Wall Street guy being put into Trump's cabinet, because ultimately that's who he serves, right? And so, seeing these signs from Wall Street and investors, and hearing from all these different heads of financial companies, you can tell that they're expecting more mergers, less competition, lower wages for workers, and increased costs, which for them means profits. So if you voted in this election for Donald Trump to try to stick it to the elites, I got news for you. The only people that are going to stick it to is you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe with the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.